Hello, everyone. Hi, and we are live. So, how is everyone doing today? Starting with my co hosts here. We are all hosting this Go Live because we work as a team. And we are so excited to come to your houses, to come to your offices. It's Saturday, but some people are in their offices. So, we are so excited to be here and also to come into your spaces and, to share what we have today. So, uh, today is another day that we are going to speak about or to share about our business. But today we are going to share in terms of what I wish I knew. It's like wishing I knew what I know now. So, and as we unwrap all these, I would like us to keep commenting and sharing. You can share with people that have been looking for this business, because we know there are so many people who ask us about our businesses. And so it is always important. I always say it's good to share with people, out there. The person, it might not be yours, but somebody else. But this is going to be exciting because we are going to hear these wonderful ladies share their part of personal story of what they wish they knew before they started this business, or even when they were new in this business. Because even being here for a month or even 2 months, and I believe all of us have been here for quite some time, there is an experience that I wish I knew what I didn't know. So, but I just want us to jump in because we are a little bit late. So, for those people who have been waiting for us, because we come at 10, please receive our apologies. And I will start by introducing myself, and then we can dive into the topic of today. So, my name is Regina, and if you're watching me on my business page, I go by Regina Harry Digital. It's the same person, and I am hosting this Go Live today, and my business partners are joining me here. So, about myself, I'm a mother of three wonderful kids. I'm originally from Kenya, living in Washington, with my family, working as a nurse 2 days a week, and running my digital business at the same time. So, I don't want to say it's a side hustle because I think it's the main hustle if I only work 2 days. So, guys, just grab your coffee or whatever you want to. It's morning here, so whatever you want to have, but let us just hang in there and share this and participate. Just comment. So I want to go to start this by asking one of the first speaker to share her views about this, like, if I knew then what I know. So this is going to be Beatrice. And Beatrice, I want to put your question there. Okay. Give me a second because so Beatrice's question is, I'm gonna just put it there. Starting a business, what do you wish you knew before saying yes? Beatrice, you can just go ahead and start. I'll fix this as we go.
All right. Thank you so much for asking this question. But before I answer the question, let me introduce myself. My name is Beatrice. I am a mother of four. I am a preschool teacher. I am a business owner, online business owner. So I'm so proud to be around this community, especially these ladies. They are so amazing. So you too, if you are watching us right now, it's not by mistake. There is a reason why this live just pop up on your screen and you are here to watch us. You could be a mother, a father, a sister, a brother, everyone. Our passion is to help everyone, is to teach everyone, is to educate everyone. So you are very welcome. Just feel free home. You are good. So going to the question, what do you wish you knew before saying yes? I wish a lot. I wish a lot what I can say, but I remember, as I said, I am a preschool teacher. I remember coming from work in the past before I say yes. I will come exhausted, tired, like working a long day with kids over there. You know, if you are a mother, you know, just one kid at home, you can see how busy it's going to keep you. So imagine having 13 kids in one room, coming from different cultures, different family rules, different work. So it's a lot all day long dealing with this kid. So when I come home, I'll be like exhausted, sitting on my table, just thinking myself, really, is this gonna be my life? How about my kids? Oh no. So, but when I'm thinking this, there will be a thought coming in me asking, just pushing me hard in my heart, saying, why can't you find something? You need something. You need a break. That's how we always tell our coworkers. We ask to us, we say, you need a break. Look, you are so frustrated. Go in the room, get a 5 minute break, and then you come back in the room. So as I came here, I will be like, I need a break. This is not good for my life, for my health, for my family. That's not good. I need a break. So going to that, when I said yes, it doesn't mean that I win or I got all the wins overnight. No. The only thing that I can be thankful for is when I said yes, is when I opened the doors of opportunities. I opened the door for learning and surrounding myself around this positive community, right? Because you don't need to have everything, you don't need to know everything. If I knew that starting an online business, you don't need to be a tech savvy, you don't need to have any background about business, you don't need to know everything, I will be somewhere else. When the opportunity came on my way, I was so nervous. I was so demanding myself, doubting, like a lot of questions. Is this real? Can I join it? Is this true? Is this true? So by all asking myself, I was delaying myself because I didn't know want to say yes when myself I don't feel it to say yes. I was doubting, I was nervous. I was, if I started really, am I gonna success? That was my question. Maybe that make me feel like no, I need to sit down in my comfort zone. But after then, when I look up back, how I am coming from work exhausted, how this thought come in me saying you need a break. That's the only way I can get a break, by saying yes and start. Don't wait for something that, don't wait to know everything for you to start. Don't wait to be a tech savvy for you to start. When these ladies are here, we are all here telling you that we started with zero skills. That's true. We are not lying here. We are telling the truth. We started with zero skills, but now we are patting on our back that we learned a lot. Now we are somewhere else. We are on the different level from the level that we started with. That's me here. I started with zero skills about technology, about business, about anything. But today I'm so proud. If you ask me a question, I will right away answer you about what am I doing about my business? What is your business about? Now I can answer you. But before I was not able to answer because I was no, I'm not coming from a background of business people or business person. No. But after I said yes, I start. I didn't know wait to know everything because I knew I am building something lasting legacy for myself and for my family too. Remember when we grow, when we get older, we will need something that will comfort us. But this is the time to prepare for it and for our family too. So I wish I knew that starting online business, you don't need to be a tech savvy. You don't need to know everything. Just go surround with or learn from people who have experience, who have done it, and you will move forward with them and you will succeed. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Beatrice, for sharing that. I know that one touches a lot of people because maybe all of us here, before we started this business, when we saw this opportunity, Could be you also thought like Beatrice, like you need to be a tech savvy, you need to know it all, but then you realize that all these are self-limiting beliefs and they hold you back, and who knows for how long. So if you're out there and you're watching us and you've been wanting to start this business, but you always think like, I cannot speak like them, I cannot do what they do online, like I don't know how to speak to people, like I am an introvert, whatever, all those self-limiting beliefs, just know that you don't have to have it all put together. You learn as you go. So just like Beatrice took a step and she figured like it's not going to happen, like knowing everything is not going to happen. So she just jumped in, and we keep learning. Even when you see us here, we are still learning. So just jump in and let's move on. Okay. So our next person is going to be McKenna, and McKenna, I'm going to ask you to discuss this question here. About long-term vision. So what do you wish you knew about your business? I mean, about where the business could take you. After now, Beatrice has jumped in and you also started. What do you wish you knew? Like, how far has this business taken you, and what do you wish you knew then? So, McKenna, the floor is yours.
All right. Thank you so much, Regina, for hosting us. My name is McKenna. Hi, I'm a Kenyan. A mom of 3 living here in Nebraska, USA. I just want to thank God for this opportunity to come and speak to somebody out there. So what I wish I knew was, for me, I am a pastor. I serve with the church. It is a ministry that God called me over 30 years ago. And all what I've been doing in my life is just to serve God. I just knew church, and nothing else. Whenever, yes, I came here as a student, but still my way was like church. That is where my life lies, which is really good. But one thing that I wish I knew is that about the side hustle. For me, this is a side hustle. And I wish I started this long time ago, because for sure I've wasted a lot of time just trying to, you see, I've said I come from Kenya. I grew up with a lot of I always say there's a lot of garbage sometimes we carry in our lives. Even after knowing Christ, you just there, your focus is God, and you're like, oh, nothing else. You're not able to look on the side. You believe looking on the side is sin, and you just there. I remember when I was growing up, those old people, those old women and men who are like, okay, you young people, what's wrong with you? If you love God, you have to stay there. And that is where I stayed. And I don't say that is bad, but I want to say that, yeah, some of those things really tied me down. And I was just there praying for a miracle until God spoke and said, McKenna, if you are not prepared, there's no miracle for your retirement. You need to have a plan. And that is the time now I woke up like from sleep. I was like, okay, that's the time my inner eyes and my physical eyes opened, and I was like, I could see reality. Sometimes people, or maybe somebody, can be where they are not because of anything else. It's because their eyes have not opened. So I wish I knew. I would have done something to open my eyes and to say, hey, McKenna, look ahead. But that never happened. But as you know, the Bible says that the time of God is the best. So I believe I'm in the season of God. And my vision is in this business, because I always say these days I tell myself I'm living in abundance, not scarcity. And therefore, because I'm living in abundance, I believe because others are making it in this business, I am a witness. I see it. People say about it. I am experiencing it. My vision is once I get where I want, because Beatrice has talked about very important thing, building our legacy, creating generational wealth for us and for our children. The idea here is, yes, I'll keep on building myself, that legacy, but still on my ministry, I believe through God's help, I want to take my ministry to another level. We always talk about giving back to a community. That is my vision. And still, another vision that I have, since now I've understood about the business, I know how much this business can do in people's life. Mine is just to create. I'm still building myself up to create readers, to build leaders, people out there, families who are out there suffering, going through struggles, any kind of struggles, because with this business, it gives us freedom, not only financial freedom, it gives us social, physical, everything is just like aligned. This business comes with so many things that can help somebody. And therefore, my desire is just to build leaders who are able to influence other people. I'm just like, this one for me is a mission. So I want to disciple. That's how I'm taking it. I'm discipling people so that they can disciple those other people out there in terms of their spiritual life, their physical, their finances. So that's my vision. And I believe this business is taking me there. Thank you, our host, Regina. Back to you. You're muted.
Sorry, I was muted. Yeah, so thank you so much, McKenna. As you heard, McKenna is a pastor and her vision is huge. If you're following like me, her vision is huge to give back to the community. And imagine she's seeing herself accomplishing that vision because of this business. She says she has been in this being a pastor for the last like 30 years or maybe around that. And coming into this business, she envisioned herself giving back to the community like she has never done before. So what does that tell you? Like, you don't have to limit yourself. And this business is a business that opens your eyes. When you come here, you meet, a lot of people. Like I know McKenna mentioned about the social life and all that. You get all this. Like you're looking for a business, but you get a lot of bonuses that come with it. So, and through that, we all have our visions that maybe that were birthed from being in this business, or maybe we edited what we had because of being in this business. So again, if you're there and you really want to envision yourself being where you have always wanted to be, this could be a way to get there. So thank you again, McKenna, for that. We appreciate you for that. And at this juncture, I want to mention, if you're going to be watching us live or on replay, I see there are some people watching us live. Chama Kima, thank you for joining us. I think he commented on something, but thank you. And Jane was also here. So if you're going to watch us live or replay, just remember to share, to comment, and also to put your visions or whatever points we are sharing, if you don't mind, so that we see what it is. So I want to go to Lois. Lois is going to share with us something else about learning and skills. What do you wish you knew about the tech and training side? So because in our business, we have a lot of learning that goes on. And I know Beatrice talked about she didn't have to be a tech savvy, but she thought she would. But I don't want to dig into that. I want to let Lois answer this question with her own story. As I said, we are telling a little bit of our stories as we answer these questions of how we wish we knew. Okay, the floor is yours, Lois, and mute yourself.
Thank you so much, Regina. Thank you, my fellow business partners. I thank you for always coming here together to have this go live and supporting one another through this business. I am Lois, originally born and raised in Kenya, but currently I live in Oregon, USA. I'm a mother to one young adult, a legal assistant by profession, and a proud digital business owner. And now Regina want me to talk about the question of tech and our training side. And I want to say, I want to answer this question from my own perspective, how I felt when I first saw this business. And just like McKenna said that she wished she started sooner, I wish I also started sooner, because I want to say it took me, I saw this business so many years ago, but it took me like about 3 years, or is it 3 years or maybe 4 years or thereabout, for me to decide to check out. From 2019 to 2023, I'm not so sure how many years are that. I always say mathematics was an option for me, so just forgive me for that. so, and one of the thing why I did not want to start this business or even check out and try to find out what exactly this person was talking about is because I did not know what was expected of me, and the fact that I wasn't a social media person. That is one of the things. And I thought I have to be a genius in social media or in tech for me to do this business. But when I got there, things were very different. And that I want to speak now to that person who is listening to us now, or you'll be watching later. If you're still holding back, taking that back seat and saying yourself, I don't think I can do what those ladies are doing, I want to tell you, you can do. Regina mentioned that those are limiting things that we put in ourselves, in our mind. And one of the things that I've learned in this business, or rather in life, it's all about your mindset. If you're telling your mindset that you cannot do what you're seeing these ladies are doing, I'm telling you, please stop saying that to yourself, because you have a lot of potential in you. And so, let me tell you, when you get into this business, we have a very nice training. And this training, all what you have to do, copy and paste. If you can be able to watch a movie and interpret to somebody, this is what was happening in that movie, but now you're going to put it in skills. That is the way this training is. So please don't be afraid, because the training side has all the success tools that you need. All what you need is to follow them, and you never feel lost. I want to tell you, for me, I tell you, it opened my mind, because there are things that I did not know, and I know them now, right now. And one of the things I say about this main thing, because people think we come here because of money. At times it's not about the money, because this business gives you a different perspective of how life is all about. That is one thing I like about our business. You get to understand, why do I have to live my life now and not in future? And when I say that is because when we come into these countries, we are kind of accustomed that we all have to move into a certain direction. I'm not saying it is bad. If that is how your passion feels like, it's okay for you to do that. But when we move into that direction, thinking that that is where we are going to get the honey and milk that we were promised, the green pastures that we were looking for, we find that we toil hard, we work so hard, and we forget to live our life at that time, at then. But we live our life in future and say we are doing this and saving for future, but we don't get to enjoy life at that moment. So what I'm trying to say is this: we have a system here, and this is something, if I knew that, I would have taken that long for me to make up a decision, not to be skeptical, not to have so many doubts or even fear, wondering, am I really going to get there? Am I really going to get out of this cocoon? Because it's very easy. I know somebody will say it's easily said than done, but let me tell you, you just have to appear here like what you're seeing us today 2 or 3 times in a group. And I'm telling you, if you've put your mind and said, I can do this if they can do it. What is different from you, from us? We all have the same what you have. You can do it. But because you've told your mind you can't do it, that is the reason why you can't do it. So, one thing I want you to tell you, you don't have to be perfect. None of us is perfect here. And I want to tell you this because at times you find yourself when you're going in this Go life, you're asking your colleagues, where should I press? And nobody will laugh at you. And in the process, you learn through the mistakes that you've made. And we say you learn as you earn. When we were in school, we learned so that we can pass and get careers. But in this business, we learn as we earn. And what exactly I mean is those skills that we learn from our training site, when we apply them to our business, we get to earn. That is what I'm trying to say. So you don't have to be saying, I have to be perfect. I have to make sure that my posts look like this, or I have to be knowing each and every button where I have to click for me to get into this business. Please, no. Come as you are. And I don't want to get into this because I know somebody else will talk about it, because also we have a supportive community. So if you're thinking that you're going to be lost within the training because you cannot do it on your own, no. It is, you're going to have somebody who is going to support you. So what I want to tell you is this: trust yourself. Don't overthink it so much, and you'll watch yourself grow in so many ways that you've never imagined. Not just in the tech survey, but in your personal way, spiritually, emotionally, and financially. So you can imagine a business that gives you all those things. Even your career, I doubt whether it gives you all those things. I'm sure it only gives you a paycheck. If it gives you emotional, where you can go to when you need an emotional support, well and good. But I'm telling you, in this business, you're going to have those three. And on top of that, you're going to have your time freedom and work at your own schedule. So don't hang out there trying to say, oh, no, this is not for me. But also, this, you might not be the right fit for this business. So it's a two-way thing. So come as you are, and you're going to see yourself scaling the limits. Back to you, Regina.
Thank you so much, Lois, because of sharing that. I was getting the nuggets. You know, we have all these, but when somebody else shares it in their version, you get it differently. So I was actually, reminded that when we come here, like before I started this business, I also thought, like, how am I even going to make it? Like, they say that there is no experience needed, but how, you try to think so deep into it. And sometimes we think into something and we pull ourselves out because you're trying to figure out everything. But as Lois is saying, come as you are, because we learn as we go. And all the training that we need to scale our businesses are here. And the good thing is that it's a very, very easy easy to follow step by step, that you learn and implement. So it doesn't matter whether you're a tech savvy, wherever you are, but we have training that is so easy for anyone to follow in different languages, actually. So we have tools that anybody can use to scale their business, as long as you believe in yourself. Because, and again, just to add on Lois' point, our training, we learn how to scale in this social media, because we are an attraction marketing business. So what we do, we learn how to advertise, we learn how to show up on Facebook, like here, we learn how to show up on TikTok, whatever the platform you might choose, because we are not all in every platform, but some people like TikTok, others like Facebook, others like LinkedIn. I think some people still there. And then we do our training a lot on video. So don't worry about how you will learn. It is all prepared and set together for you. So I have our sister Lynette, and I will put your question up so you can tell us about, the social part of it, because as Lois mentioned, she said that somebody will be sharing, and this is about our supportive community that we have. So what do you wish you knew about the people you would meet here? Lynette, please share with us your story.
Thank you, my sister. So, kwa majina ni Lynette, the way you've had our host mention us, mention me. As I've always said, born and raised in Kenya, but currently living in Michigan here with my family. Now, thank you. This question really sums it all. In a world where what you bring on the table is the focus. Having somebody who can tell you, come as you are, which means I don't care about what you have or what you don't have. I want you as a person. Could I have known that? I could have initially quickly joined this community just because of having that kind of support. We pay initially, or we join thinking we are getting a business model, but personally, what I've gotten is a family. And that reminds me of how initially we are ushered into this world. That everybody is cheering you on. They're happy you're part of, you're becoming part of their community. And that is exactly the feeling and what we live with daily in this community. People go out their way in giving back to the community. They form specific groups that talk to a certain pain point just to come and address what you think you're lacking. And let me tell you, yes, we are here, these faces we are seeing. At one time we said, hey, we met when we went for a convention in person. We've been meeting online, yes, but offline we met in person. And but this is the thing, I don't know how you people felt it, but when I was in the airport, you could quickly spot somebody you've never met. And the moment you start talking, it's like, do you belong? Do you belong to this? So it gives you a sense of belonging. And when you're even ordering that Lyft or the Uber, you want all to be in that small car as a group. And when you alight at the venue, what the hosts of the venue ask, do you belong to this? Are you a member of? So what am I trying to say? This business takes you far in terms of who you are as a person. That sense of belonging becomes your sense of, or rather source of your confidence. And number two, your mirror. Nobody is left behind. That is a motto that we go with here. And so when you are hearing us telling you, come as you are, it's because we also came the way we were. But one good thing is that somebody was ready to raise a hand and hold us. And we now are walking on a journey that has become a movement. You don't need to look left, right. You quickly spot one of you and you let loose of your guard. You don't have to struggle to fit in. You see these faces here, but before you see the faces, what we talk behind the scenes is not about even business. We talk about life. We talk about what's happening in your space. We talk about everything. And that, in this current society, is priceless. Because sometimes we just want somebody who will hear you out and challenge you at the same time. Say, have you considered this? That one right now, we are paying for it, right? If you want coaching, you'll have to pay somebody to do that for you. But we are saying, if and how we have found this, that in this, especially in these foreign lands, where it's out of the door for the next job, in to come and change clothes, you're out again. And so within the premises of your own house, you actually even don't know what's happening in the lives of, if you're a parent, of your young ones, of your spouse. Now we have already created there's a barrier of distance between where we are and the people we left behind. And so it's also a struggle to now just try to fit in there. And so we have been in a dilemma of where do we actually fit in? And as our days go, it now starts becoming a reality that, hey, check on yourself. Check on yourself. But we are saying with this community, because we talk one voice, we have one vision. I have people who understand me. I don't have to explain so much of, first of all, what I should be doing for this business. And second, how am I supposed to be showing up in my space as a mother? Because I have these sisters. We have brothers. This soon we'll be bringing brothers here. But what I'm trying to tell you is that this is a family. We don't care about skin. When we meet, there's nothing about skin. Those little demarcations we put in life, like that belongs there. When we are here, we have one voice, one vision. And so I will tell you, loneliness is real out there. We have high cases, or rather increasing cases of people who are harming themselves, because you reach someone and start asking, why am I here? Because you don't have a support system to fall back to. And for sure, I can tell you, yes, it's for business. That's how we looked at it initially. But one thing I'm realizing is that the right community does not only grow you in your one lane of life. It looks at you in totality and wants to make sure that, yes, and what have you, that is where this journey begins. Yes, money, it now stops being about money, because they know money will come. It's a journey you began, money will come. But the transformation that we get just because we belong, it goes beyond what we paid for. It goes beyond what we expected. When we are saying we are showing up differently in the different spaces of our life, the level of confidence, the level of clarity, the new hope, the new light that we are now very, very happy to share as a form of awareness, this is also giving us a platform to give back to the community. And so I will tell you, if for anything else, come for sense of belonging. Because yes, we'll hold your hand, we'll walk with you, and above everything else, we will simply rejoice with you when you're rejoicing. When you're down there, you need a source of encouragement. We'll tell you, hey, look beyond this pain. There's something waiting for you. So thank you, my sister. It takes a community. And that is what we are getting here. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Lynette. That topic about community, it's usually, something that always make me feel good, because, like Lynette was talking about people getting lonely. I was thinking about how people become depressed because of being lonely, and some people end up taking away their lives because they don't have anyone like to support them. There's no support system. But in this community, as Lynette said, we come here because initially, we are looking for something extra to liberate yourself. But then when you come here, you find a very supportive community that support you, not just for business, but even in your personal life. Like these sisters here, sometimes we talk and I forget that I've only known them for months, like literally for months. Some of them I used to talk to online, but somebody like McKenna, I met her the first time, I didn't even know she existed, in San Diego in June for the very first time. So maybe the others, and Beatrice recently, but Lynette and Lois, maybe we be talking before we met. But what am I trying to say? Our community is a community that if you get, I don't want to say if you get stress or what, it's your your choice, not really. But what I'm saying is we have that kind of resource for free. Like, even if these people are not available for me, I know who else I can call. I know who else I can talk to about a certain thing. And again, we don't just have women here, we have men. So if you're a man out there and you're wondering, is this just for women? What if I need support with? Because, some people usually come to the business and they're like, just tears of joy because thinking of what they have gained. So this is a community that just help us to thrive in all areas of our lives. And who doesn't like such a place? Because think of workplaces, they are toxic. Sorry to say, most of workplaces are toxic. People are not rooting for each other, but people go behind your back and start poking you, unfortunately. So when you are in such a community, it's always a reason to thank God. And I'm forever grateful because of this opportunity, also because of this community. So to wrap it up,
Regina, before you wrap it up, highlight there's a comment about the support that one of our viewers has gotten from one of our.
Let me show it here. So yes, thank you, Jane, for Jane Imani KK. You can follow her too. So Jane says, yes, McKenna is now my family through Regina Harry Digital. This means there is a lot of support. Yes. Jane met McKenna through me, and I think I'm even becoming jealous sometimes because they talk more than. So, but anyway, it's always a joy. This is a community like I think I haven't been in such a community because I know I have friends that I've kept from the time I was in school, but that is just like one or a small group. I have a small group, I'm not going to lie, because they might be watching me from the time I was back in Kenya. But this is a huge community that a person through another one, and you become a huge family. And out of that huge family, you find your tribe. Tribe, I don't mean like like Makiko, I mean the people that you can rhyme with in so many ways. So thank you, Jane, for that comment. I really appreciate. Jane says that stop being jealous. Jane, you're also going to make a lot of new people. You're going to meet, actually, you still haven't interacted with these other beautiful ladies here, but yeah, such is our community, guys. So if you're watching and you're out there, this is real. This is real, and this is what we see. So yeah, and okay, yeah, so she was saying she's still here. So as I wrap it up, I might add a point or two, but I want to just highlight just the main points, because there are so many things we wish we knew. Like Beatrice talked about, before she started this business, she wished she knew that she doesn't have to be ready. And then we had McKenna talk about the vision. Like this business is a business that can give you, achieve your visions and even edit your vision. Because sometimes our visions are so small because we don't see ourselves in a certain place. But McKenna said that when she came here and saw people making those figures, we have people making 6 figures in this business. And as I keep saying, watch my space, I'm going to be one of them. So as McKenna also came here and saw that, he was like, I can enlarge my vision. So our community, I'm telling you, I don't even know what to say about it. And then we had Nyawera Lois talk about, so Lois was talking about the training that we have. So before she came here, she thought that there's like, how am I going to learn? But then you come and you find you have resources that you cannot even exhaust. Up to now, I've been here for more than 2 years and I've not even exhausted the training. It's always out there for me, but I don't think I'm even halfway. And the business, my business so far that I've built and it's doing good, it's because of what I've learned, not even halfway. What about when I finish, if I will ever finish, because we keep renewing our resources. And then Lynette just talked about our community, which is a huge thing. It's a huge thing. And I don't really want to add on anything it was just a wrap up, but I'll just put this one here, but not really to discuss, but what do you wish you knew about sorry, that is the same one. I just want to put this one here. Okay, did I lose it? Did I lose it? Let me just read for you. I just wanted to mention about balancing life and business, because now after we have said all this, maybe you're out there wondering, how do I balance all these things that you're talking about? Because sometimes when you talk about our business, you might think that it takes all your time, because it's a lot in one sitting when we talk about it. But it's because the goodness that we get is numerous. But we balance because of so many ways. The way our business is built, we are able to balance our business life, our family life, our job life, because somebody like me, I still work, and some people retired already. We all look forward to that. Most people, some people don't want to retire because they really love their jobs and giving back to the community in that way. But how do we balance? There's a lot of balancing, and we keep learning from each other. And again, our business does not take all our time, because there's automation and all that. But that is going to be a story for another day. And I think we have come to the end of this, and I am so blessed to have shared this platform with these wonderful ladies, and even our viewers like Jane. Jane, thank you so much. I think we are going to invite you one of these days to be part of us and share your story. I believe your story is so captivating. And yeah, we're gonna invite you very soon so you can join us. Okay, guys, if anyone has something to say that you think we need to mention before we end this Go Live, maybe you can just unmute yourself and say something. But otherwise, we'll just end this Go Live and wish our viewers all the best in the rest of the day, and even as you decide, as you work on getting here, because this is a good place to be in. So anyone has something to add, just unmute. Otherwise, in a minute or less, I will just add this. Okay, silence means we are all good, right?
Yes.
Okay, Lynette, I don't know if just show me thumbs up, like McKenna. If you are good and we can add this.
I was saying the ripple effect is beyond business. So come on.
Oh yes, you had that. The ripple effect. We keep going and going and going. So God bless you, ladies. I was so blessed to have you here. I am still blessed because I know after this we're gonna talk a lot. McKenna, you have something? No, you're just saying bye. Okay. All right. We will see you next Saturday. We do this every Saturday at 10 p.m. PST. And maybe you can convert, because we are worldwide. So depending on where you are watching us from, we are always here 10 p.m. PST, and we share nuggets about our business.
10 a.m.
All right. Oh, did I say 10 p.m.? Thank you, Lois. This is AM, not PM. It's 10 a.m. And we share the same time zone with Lois, even though she's in Oregon, I'm in Washington. Okay, guys, may God bless you so much, and let's wish our viewers all the best.